Welcome to the tier list of the century. And you may be thinking, what could that possibly be? Well, for all you millennials out there, you're about to find out. Today, we are going to be putting only the greatest brand of energy drink of all time into a tier list. And that is going to be none other than, hold up, drum roll, everybody, while I click some buttons that I should have clicked before I started recording this. That's right, Ghost Energy, baby. Only the most vast, unique flavored energy drink company out there. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We got a couple categories here in this ranking, okay? We got peak, we got great drink, we got good, we got mid, and I'm out. Obviously, I'm assuming that you're going to be able to follow these pretty specifically. Peak is going to be the best of the best. Never really going to turn this down. Never have any problem spending my money on it. Tastes great, gets the job done caffeine wise, which all of these have the same amount of caffeine, so hopefully that be doing that anyways. But sometimes I have my theories. Anyways, it's an amazing drink. Great drink is just right below that. It's not 10 out of 10, but it's just so good, and I really have no complaints of this. Right? It's so peak, but it's not the peak of the peak. It's like it's like you're right at that great view before you get to the top of the mountain. You know what I'm trying to say? And then you have good. So this is going to be kind of just middle of the pack, which is kind of weird because I made this tier mid, and yet I'm calling this one middle of the pack. But whatever, it's my video. I can do what I want. Good. It's good. It's a good drink. If I get this, I'm not going to complain. I might buy it every now and then. Just not going to be necessarily my go-to, but still pretty good. Next we have mid, which it's mid. It's not necessarily horrible, but it's like really like. I'm about to have this as my beverage. Ah, dang, this is kind of mid. And then we have I'm out, which is basically like, in the words of Halloween, I want out. I don't want this drink. I would rather literally go have a soda than this, which is crazy. So let's get started. All right. Joining us today is going to be, I actually had a clone trooper, but I'm too lazy. So today we're going to do Mr. Freeze from the Arkham Asylum Lego set. Oh yeah, he's gonna help us rank these drinks today. Super pumped about that. And our beverage of choice today for this video, guys. So we got brisk iced tea. All right, classic, iconic, cheap. Will Rodriguez. You know what I'm talking about. So peak, and a drink on this list is going to be heavenly, yes, but heavily influenced by this. Um, really quickly, this is my opinion, you guys. Okay, God gave me my own taste buds to taste things the way that I like them, right? And He designed all of y'all to like stuff the way you want to like stuff too. I keep looking at myself like in the camera, and like look at the camera, not look at myself. Anyways, so if you disagree with my take on some of these drinks, that's okay. Drop in the comments why you disagree with me. Um, and what your opinions are. Like you don't got to feel bad for sharing your opinions, right? I'm obviously not about to feel bad for sharing mine, so share yours. It's okay. Free country, and even if you don't live in America, do share your opinion anyways. I don't care. I'm not gonna come after you and attack you. Also disclaimer, I've not tried every single one of these. I know lots of disclaimers, you guys. I've not tried every single one of these. I can look at like actively like four of them right now on this list that I have not had. So gonna do my best. I will eventually try to get all of these if I can. And I'll maybe have to make a separate video on like which ones I tried that were not in this video. So with that being said, let's jump in. They're in a random order here. Let's do this. I have to burp, but gonna hold it in anyways. First up, we have sour pink lemonade. Oh my goodness. Okay. So just gonna go ahead and throw this one into good tier. Okay. Sour pink lemonade is good. Ghost has a theme with their drinks that a lot of them are very sweet and very strong and sour, right? Anyone that's had one of their drinks before knows this. Even if you choose maybe one that doesn't seem like it's going to be as strong, like the Welch's Grape, very strong, right? Um, and I like that in some of them, and in some of the others, it just kind of feels like a very basic Ghost drink. Like it doesn't really feel like it's, you know, really pushing the boundaries of how an energy drink should taste. And this one is kind of how I feel. It's not bad at all. Like if I got this, I would not really complain. It's definitely a more unique flavor, right? You don't see really any other energy drink companies doing a sour pink lemonade. But to be fair, Ghost be doing that a lot anyways. Whatever. Very good flavor. Okay. It is very strong and very sweet. It's kind of hinted at that in the title, right? So you kind of should hopefully expect that. But um, I don't always want something to be this strong. You know, I love refreshing drinks and I like sweet drinks, but I also want it just to be something that I feel like I can take a big gulp of and not like, like, die. And sometimes that's how this be because it's just so strong and it's so sweet. Uh, and also just in general, like a lemonade energy drink doesn't always sound the most appealing to me. Like the C4 lemonade one wasn't the most appealing to me. Like, right, it was good, but it's like, is it really that good? You know what I mean? So, it's not bad by any means. Okay, not bottom of the barrel. As I said, I will occasionally maybe pick this up, but this is never one that I'm just gonna randomly get just because I feel like it. So there you go, sour pink lemonade. Next up we have orange cream, which I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this straight into great drink. This is great. I will say I have not had an orange dreamsicle energy drink that I have disliked. So if there's one in the world out there that is bad, please let me know in the comments. I will say that I believe that the Monster and the Rain orange creamsicle or orange dream or whatever it's called uh are better than this one. Uh, but this one is still so peak, and at the end of the day, it's like nitpicking. This is great. It's refreshing. It's not too strong, right? It's very sweet, obviously. Like obviously these are sweet, but this one's sweeter than this one, and it's just a very solid drink. It tastes like the dreamsicle flavor or whatever, or like the orange cream, like whatever it's specifically called. And it's just a very, very solid drink. The reason I don't put it in peak is because I don't find myself reaching for this one as much as some of the other ones. Like that's one thing I've noticed. I'm taking into account how much I'm buying some of these, and I just find that I don't buy this one as much, even though it is very good. Like I feel like there's always that one specific item in like whatever you're ranking you're talking about that you know is just super great, but you just never really go for it, and that's this right here. But not to talk bad about it by any means. It's just not a 10 out of 10 for me. But it is still like, it's right there. It's right on the dot. All right. Here, what is this? What is this? I have no idea what that is. That looks like some sort of pina colada thing. So we're just gonna throw that in here because I don't know what it is. Sorry, guys. All right, we have Warheads apple. Okay. Better than sour pink lemonade in my opinion, but not great tier. Same sort of thing that I said about this sour pink lemonade applies to this drink. Um, the candy lineups are obviously kind of iconic for Ghost, right? And they taste very similar to the actual candy. And that also applies to these Warhead flavors. But once again, I just don't always want to reach for like a super sour, sweet drink when I'm trying to obtain an energy drink, right? Some of these candy flavors, which you will see eventually, I have a little more bias towards, and I think are just genuinely better. But the Warheads ones are just very strong, man. Like they're very strong. They're kind of hard to get down. And I just don't find them to be as like pleasing as some of the other ones are. But the apple one, I love apple, of course. So that one's obviously going to like rise higher than the lemonade, and eventually we'll get to another one, which we'll talk about in a minute. But not bad. Okay, it's not bad. It's just not as good as some of the others. That's like a lot of what this list is going to come down to is that it's not bad. It's just not as good as some of the other drinks. So I have to throw that where I put it. Uh, hate on me all you want. I think that it's just good and nothing more than that. So yeah. Next up, cherry limeade. So this is my sister's favorite, and I think my sister needs brain surgery because it is mid. I think this is weird because on the Energy Guys YouTube channel, I don't know if y'all have checked that out. Great channel, really sexy guys on there. You should check it out. Uh, this was like we kind of raved about this on the cherry limeade video, and I was never a fan of it. I was not as big a fan of it as the others were, if I recall. I might totally be getting that wrong. Um, and I just think that it's not really a very good cherry limeade drink, nor a really good ghost drink. It like the can is cool, like I'll give it that, right? But it just doesn't do the job for me. Like when I go for a cherry limeade, I want some refreshing. like cherry limeade. Like give me that cherry limeade in there. And there is no cherry limeade in this bit. Like it is like straight up just too much cherry or too much lime and I just don't like it as much. Like it's not so bad to where like I would never take it. Like if someone gave me one of these for free, I'd be like, "Pff, heck yeah." To be fair, if anyone gave me a ghost for free, I'd be like, heck yeah, except for a couple. But anyways, uh, this is just very mid. Like it's perfect way I could describe this. It's just mid. It doesn't do anything monumental, but it doesn't exactly like make you like want to never drink from the company again. It's just like why? Like, why could they? I feel like Ghost is so good at flavor, they could have gotten this down a little better to me. Uh, I also don't really like the Reigns version of the cherry limeade either. So I don't know what it is. We need to kind of work on some cherry limeade flavored things because the C4 Ultimate cherry limeade was so peak, and this is not. So, anyways, not to hate too much. As I said, I can understand. So I'm sure some people really like this one. Just for me, it just wasn't really appealing. Just kind of mid. Like tastes good, just mid. So yeah, take a quick swiggy wiggy, right, real quick. Brisk tea. So iconic. Okay, next up we have sour watermelon. Okay, we do. Sour watermelon. Same exact argument I have for these other ones here. The sour watermelon, the sour apple, the sour. They're very good, okay? They're not great drink. It's not like, oh my gosh, sour watermelon ghost, let's freaking go. No. And then it's not like peaked where you just ascend once you open the can. It's good. It's like, okay, heck yeah. You know what I mean? Uh, I do like the apple better, right? I've never been a big fan of watermelon energy drinks. They don't really do it for me that well. Watermelon juices in general just are not usually the greatest. I'm gonna keep it real. Not to like offend anybody out there. I'm sure if I have certain viewers, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you don't like watermelon?" No, I don't. I'm a not even gonna say that. But very very good drink. Okay, this is one of the first ghosts I ever remember having, and it's just perfectly like in the middle. You know, it's a very strong. Okay, I'd argue probably stronger than the apple one, and very sweet. And it's somewhat refreshing, I suppose, but I just don't really want to reach for these ones as much whenever I'm going for like an energy drink. Which I know some people may love the candy flavors, and so they automatically just reach for that stuff. Which, if you do, heck yeah, man. Like, more credit to you. And if you love it, then that's awesome. I'm happy you love it. I just personally don't love it. I like it. So I don't want to rant about these same things. I'm definitely probably going to throw in another drink in here that'll have that similar sort of kind of topic of argument. But the way these are placed is that apple I enjoy more than watermelon, and the watermelon I enjoy more than the sour pig lemonade. So there you go. Anyways, moving on. I have not had that one, although it looks very get back. There we go. Looks very good. Okay, here we go. We're finally getting back. I'm looking at the next couple ones, and we're finally getting some like solid picks here. Strawberry mango. I'm pretty sure this is strawberry mango. If it's like berry mango, I'm sorry. I don't really read the names. I just go off of like what it looks like. As you could tell, the orange dreamsicle I severely messed it up. Great drink. I do think I like the orange cream a little bit. Well, okay, you know what? Just because this is more of a unique flavor, I'm gonna throw it above the orange cream. This is great. Just like the orange cream, it's sweet. It has that signature ghost tang. This one's actually quite refreshing. And it just feels more like a unique energy drink. Like it feels like it tastes like a margarita, like like energy drink kind of. Not that I've had margarita, but it's just a very solid drink. And I really can't find much gripes with it. As just like the orange cream though, I just don't find myself really going for this one as much. I never just am sitting at home and like, dang, I kind of want to have a mango strawberry ghost right. You know, that never just comes across my mind. But that doesn't mean it's bad. And I've been seeing it in the stores more recently, so heck yeah, Ghost for bringing this guy back. Solid off flavor, to say the least. Um, Now we have a newer one, which is the blue raspberry. And let me tell you something about the blue raspberry, okay? It is very good. However, why does it take like it? Me personally, if I was Ghost, I would have preferred like a blue coconut flavor. Like only real ones know the Sonic blue coconut is the top tier slushy they have there. A blue coconut ghost, I think, would actually make me just pass away. Like I would take a sip and just fall into like the pit of uttermost unexistence. Like it would be so peak. And I understand that they're getting rid of the blue Sour Patch Kids, which tastes very similar to this, and so they're replacing it with this. But I still think like it's just I don't know. It just feels a little bit lazy. But nonetheless, that does not stop this from being a great drink. And I'm gonna actually throw this one above the other two because I have gone for this one quite a bit. That doesn't mean that things will change, but this is a great drink. Despite some of like the maybe complaints that I may have just about it in general, it's a great drink. The can is super sick. It tastes good. It's decently refreshing. But and it has enough sour in there that doesn't feel like too much. Definitely sour, but not too much. And it has that sweet. As I said, it doesn't really taste a whole lot different to me than the Sour Patch Kids, except maybe a little bit less on the sour. But it's still a great drink. I don't want to rave about this to the ends of the earth. But it's very good. A lot of these drinks taste kind of similar, but the blue raspberry, it's good. It's a good drink. It's a solid newer one, right? And I do hope that it stays. I just wish that we could get like a blue coconut or like something a little bit different. Like besides like this sour blue, like give us a different blue, like a whole not blue Hawaiian, because like what even the heck was that monster? But oh well. Next up on our list, the most controversial take of this video, I guarantee it. We have Grape Cran. The grape ghosts are pretty sick. Like they're pretty dope, okay? And no, except for the Voodoo Grape, which honestly I'm gonna keep it real, so surpasses both of these by monster. But we're not doing a monster, we're doing ghost. Grape Cran is fire, okay? It is much more mellow to me than the normal Welch's grape. Uh, there isn't a humongous difference in taste, I'm gonna be honest, but it just to me kind of captures the fruitiness a little bit more versus like the artificial sweetness of the other one. So I'm gonna throw this into great drink. No, I'm not putting it in peak. Don't worry, guys. And I'll put it above the orange cream. I love this. It's very good. It's refreshing for sure. It's very sweet with a little bit of tang, but not as much tang as the grape original, which we'll get to eventually, as you can see. Um, Solid ass drink. Like it's good. Okay. And I'm not just gonna sit here and say like, oh, I think that the original grape is better and that I can't really taste the difference. No, because I can taste a little bit of the difference, and I do think that it's just a solid drop from Ghost. Like it's a good drop. Like I know some people have complained that it's like this wasn't really needed. It doesn't really do much more as far as like the taste. And it's just not as, I guess, iconic as the straight up Welch's grape. I guess so. I've always loved cranberry juice. I love grape juice. Um, so this just works out for me. All right, I'm not gonna sit here and rant. All right, another controversial thing in this video is the sour ropes, which I have never had this. I'm gonna have to, I know it's coming back. I'm gonna have to try it, and I will make sure I let y'all know because I know everybody wants to know how I feel about the sour ropes. All right, next up. Ooh man, we got Original Ghost. Man, yeah, this is by far the worst ghost I've ever had. Only putting in I'm out because when we compare it to all these other ghosts, it's like, what are we even doing? Like Luke and Will glaze this crap so much. Those are my friends. The glaze, not maybe not anymore, but they did when they first tried it. Like they had the audacity to say that this drink was better than the original Monster. It's like, what? Uh, it's just very mid. Like it's so mid. It's like so mid that like I have to put it not even in mid tier. That's how mid it is. It's just like citrusy ghost. Like it's like what? Like what? Like the can is so basic. Like I get it. It's white like a ghost. Woohoo. But like what? Like I would literally rather like the only reason that I would occasionally pick this up is because it's the original. And it's like sometimes you just want to have some classic. Like, but like that wasn't I don't have no nostalgia with this like Monster and Red Bull and like Nas and Rockstar. This is just mid, bro. I'm sorry. Like who actually thinks that like the original Ghost is a great flavor? Like tell me, who actually thinks that? You're crazy. But enough negativity because we have just stumbled upon an absolute legendary flavor. Holy freaking peak. Raspberry cream. Refreshing, sweet, satisfying. I could have tons of these and I would never get tired of them. I want Ghost, please bring back raspberry cream. I beg you. This is so good. Okay. I just told you everything about it. It really, to me, this might be the best Ghost flavor. I'm gonna keep it real. It captures everything you would really want in a Ghost drink, but much less an energy drink as well. And I miss this dearly. The can. The only I guess complaint is that the can is like just compare, it's not the coolest can in the whole world, but who cares? I mean, it advertises what it advertises. So there you go. And if you bring back the textured cans, all of these would be 10 out of 10 anyways. So lock in, Ghost. But yeah, this is so good. It's was my favorite energy drink for the longest time, and it's been discontinued for a little bit. Hopefully, it comes back. So yeah, but this is our first peak, and I think most people would probably agree with me. Like, I remember genuinely seeing like a video on Instagram about just this drink. Granted, it was a little bit of an inappropriate video, but still, the fact that this got glazed the way that it did, it got glazed for a reason because it is so peak, bro. Like it's so peak. So enough glazing the raspberry cream. And let's move on. So I don't really. Oh yeah, I threw that over there earlier. Earlier, yeah. No, I get trapped. There we go. Don't know what that is, although it looks kind of good. Blah blah blah. Do I have I had this one? No. Okay. Next up, we have because I haven't had these two. Sorry, people. I'm sure they're probably amazing. And anyways, next up we got iced tea lemonade, not sour pink lemonade. You cannot even tell me that iced tea lemonade does not taste like this, but in ghost form. It's pretty fire. And for this reason, it is gonna go into great drink at the top. Is it the best? Is it peak? No, it's not. But it's like drinking a brisk tea in an energy drink. And that's fire. Like, I don't really have anything else to say about it. It's good. Although I will say, I did not feel the greatest after I had this one the first time, but it has been redeemed, so all good. This is great. It's very good. Um, Definitely gets you energized. Like for some reason, some of these like work on me better than others. Maybe it's because of the food I ate at the time. I don't know. But this is peak. I'm not gonna sit here and glaze about this to the end of the earth. It's just straight up peak, and I like it. Yeah. Well, hold up. It's not straight up peak. It's right below peak. There you go. All right, next up on the list we have peaches, which just like these couple here, I'm gonna also throw this into good. This is very good. It's very strong, right? It suffers from sort of the same sort of thing. I just don't necessarily want to grab for this one all the time. Although, you know what? I'm gonna keep it real. I actually think this is the best one of the good tier. Um, you could even maybe throw this in a great drink. This one is very refreshing. This one is sour but refreshing, which is a little different. Like these are all somewhat sour, but you know what I mean, okay? Uh, and it's very good. I like it a lot. I think that it gets the peaches flavor down very well. And I like this one better than the Monster Peach, which I know a lot of people love that one. I think this one's a little bit better. So there you go. Next up, we have, next up that I have tried, we have America Pop. And I struggle to decide on where to put this because it's like some days this is like great drink and some days this is good. So for the sake of this, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in. I'm gonna throw it in good, but I'm gonna put it at the top of the list because I like it. Once again, it gets down that kind of like blow pop or not blow pop. What am I? That's a freaking lollipop. Holy crap! America bomb pop. There we go. Bomb pop. It gets that kind of signature tang very well. It tastes very good. It's so much better than the freaking Prime one. Like Prime, learn from Ghost, bro. Actually, Logan Paul, lock in. Sorry. Um, let me take a quick swiggy wiggy real quick. Ah, holy peach. But anyways, uh, very, very solid drink, and it's not too overpowering on the sweetness or anything either. I'm a little sensitive to that stuff in case you haven't figured out by now. But I think that it's very, very good. And yeah, it's like it's a ghost. Like I'm not just gonna say, except for some of these, as you can tell, I'm not just gonna sit here and be like, this wasn't as like precisely sour as this. Like it's like no, it's fine. All right, Welch's grape. Here's the controversial time. I'm gonna throw this one into good tier, and I'm gonna put it right below America Pop. As I said, to me, this tastes a little more artificial. To me, this uh is a little too sweet, and I think that the cranberry balances it out. Am I crazy? Maybe so, because I know some of my friends say there's no difference. Mm. Uh, I will say though, I think the can is a little more iconic. I do like the can more, and it's more fun and very solid drink. I just don't always reach for it because it's like, as I said, first off, I'm not a huge grape fan in general, which I think once again, no, I'm gonna be getting some hate for that, but I don't care. So I have to throw it where I have it. Leave it as you will. Electric Limeade. Excuse me, guys. Electric Limeade is it's going into mid tier. This is like the perfect example of like it's good on some days, and then some days it's just so mid. This is super sour and super strong. Uh, if they mix the cherry limeade and the electric limeade together, you would have a really good drink. But each of these separately, I'm not the hugest fan of. I think electric limeade is a little too strong. It just isn't like a flavor that you taste and you're like, dang, this is so fire. I'm gonna have to get more of these. It's like, nope, you don't think that. Um, so there you go. Last but certainly not least, ladies and gentlemen, we have the last three bangers right here. And just for disclaimer, as I said, I'm gonna try all of these. Specifically, the pina colada one looks great. But we have arguably the greatest lineup of like energy drinks of all time. We got Swedish Fish, Red Sour Patch, and Blue Sour Patch. All right. Where are these gonna go? I'm gonna like because we only have one in peak right now. Is there gonna be one that's gonna defeat it? Well, no, because I think this one is still not as good as Raspberry Cream, but Swedish Fish is going into peak. This is so peak. This is perfect, perfect, perfect on the sweetness. I could not ask for better. The textured can, so peak. It tastes good. It's refreshing. It's easy to go down. Um, and it's just very refreshing. Like I don't really know what to say because like I remember like when I first got this one compared to like the Red Sour Patch, I was like, bro, this one's not nearly as good. But as time's gone on, I've realized like, dang, this is actually really good. And to this day, I'm gonna miss this drink so much. Like, goodbye, because it's so peak. Next up, Blue Sour Patch. I feel like it has to go in peak. While I don't really reach for this one as much, like for it to be anywhere else, it's so iconic. Like it's just as good as the Blue Raz, if not like better. You know what I mean? And it's like it's so peak. And holy clutch, putting this bad boy up here. Red Sour Patch Kids is the definition of my childhood with energy drinks. This drink changed everything. First time I had that crap, I near ascended. That was the greatest thing I have ever tasted in my life. I walked to Fisher's gas station, picked this thing up, cracked it open, sipped it, and I about dang near met the Lord way too early. Like that, so good, hypes you up, so peak. Like the only reason it's not better than raspberry cream is because it's definitely sour, right? Sour Patch Kids. Um, and the only reason also for all of you little guys out there that are like, well, he put these two sour drinks above all these ones down here that are sour, and his main complaint was that sometimes these are too sour. Maybe so, but these are so much more iconic and in general just a better like overall unique flavor, man. Like, what do you want me to do, bro? Comments are there for a reason. This is so peak. And I will die on a hill if it means I can keep the Red Sour Patch Kids. But in a way, I think that's kind of meaningful that it's going away. You know, it had an impact on so many people, so many Ghost fans, and just energy drinkers in general. We're never gonna forget this lineup right here. And so I salute thee. So that's been my video, you guys. Yeah, do y'all approve of it? I can already tell you that some people are gonna be like punching their screen about the Great Cran, uh, two spaces above the Welch is great, but oh well. But anyways, guys, that has been the video. I thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a comment below telling me what you think, and I will see you on the next one. You have a blessed day. Let me know if you need any prayer. Take care. Later. I said later.